catch 'em all.
Hey guys, PokeDan here. On this channel, something I've previously spoken about is the 3 strongest Pokemon from each generation. And honestly, I really enjoyed making this video. So much so that I'm making the same type of video but with a different topic. Since we've already spoken about the strongest Pokemon out there, I thought that it would only be fair to talk about the most adorable Pokemon this time round. So today, you guys join me to discuss the 3 cutest Pokemon from each region. Of course, this video is all in my own opinion, and each region has a lot of cute Pokemon that they introduced. So if one of your favourites didn't make the list, be sure to let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. Oh, and don't be too mad because I'm sure that your favourites are also heckin' adorable too. Also, the 3 Pokemon from each generation aren't ranked in this video, so each is as cute as the other. But with all that being said, let's get started with the video. So kicking it off, we have the Kanto region, and the 3 Pokemon I chose for this generation really do fit the bill for being adorable. So let's get started with Squirtle. This one might not be the most obvious choice, but growing up and watching the Pokemon anime, I always found May's Squirtle to be so adorable. I mean, it was freshly hatched and babied around often, so that's probably why. Another Kanto cutie I have on this list is Vulpix. Similarly to Squirtle, in the anime this Pokemon was often babied around, but this time by Brock. Brock's Vulpix wasn't his Pokemon to keep, so seeing when it left his team was truly a sad episode for me. Nonetheless, Vulpix is an adorable Pokemon, and that is just an opinion that is hard to disagree with. Finally for Kanto, we have Eevee. In recent years, this Pokemon has become a secondary mascot for the franchise, and it gaining more attention has only brought to light how adorable this Pokemon is. I mean, whether you like the games or not, just look at Eevee in action in Let's Go and you'll see just how cute it is. Next up, we have the Johto region, and the first Pokemon that I'll be talking about is the Baby Pika Pichu. Generation 2 introduced the feature that we know as breeding, and certain Pokemon could only be obtained by breeding who are known as baby Pokemon. Pretty much every baby Pokemon is adorable, but Pichu especially. There's something about this Pokemon that just makes you want to give it a great big hug. However, be careful, seeing as it could also give you a nasty shock if you do. Next up, we have another of Johto's baby Pokemon, and it is Togepi. I mean, come on. How could you not agree with this one? Seeing Togepi travel with Misty in the anime was so precious, and the moments that it would share with Pikachu were adorable too. Misty's Togepi, fair to say, was underused when it came to Pokemon battles, but I completely agree with Misty here. Why would you let such a cute Pokemon get hurt? The third and the final Pokemon we have for the Johto region comes in the form of Wooper. For me, it's Wooper's design more so that appeals to me. This Pokemon has no arms, so it just hops around looking cute as all hell. What's not to love? Wooper is adorable. Hoenn is the next region to talk about, so let's get things heated up by talking about the Fire-type starter Torchic. This Pokemon was chosen by May in the anime for being so cute, so who am I to argue with May's logic? I mean, seeing this Pokemon in action, it was so adorable, and even though I like its entire evolution line, I wouldn't have been opposed to the idea of May's Torchic staying a Torchic for a while longer. Next up, we have another member from May's Hoenn team, and this time it's Skitty. Whenever I watched the Gen 3 anime when I was younger and this Pokemon popped up on screen, I would always die just because of how funny and adorable this Pokemon was. Fair to say, Skitty was quite daft, but in a lovely way. May's Skitty was somewhat dumb, but it was more of a goofy kind of dumb that was adorable at the same time, and it was just such a likeable Pokemon for that. Finally for Hoenn, we have Wobbuffet's pre-evolution because why not? Ah, come on guys, you're used to my bad puns by now, but yeah, fair to say why not is quite the cutie. Did a Pokemon that can't really do much need a pre-evolution? No, not at all. But it's still adorable, so I'm gonna talk about it. Why not is such a precious blob and it just deserved to be in this video. Next up, we have the Sinnoh region, which is also home to a lot of Pokesnacks. So let's get started with Piplup. Out of the Sinnoh starters, fair to say Piplup is one of the more adorable ones. And that's probably why Dawn chose it in the anime. Speaking of the anime, Piplup put in some amazing performances and never failed to win over my heart. So yeah, it's on the list. Next up for Sinnoh, we have one of the cutest Pokemon in this video overall, and it is Shinx. As some of you know, I adore Luxray, but my love doesn't just stick around for this evolution. I also think the first stage form is adorable as well. So big up the cutie that is Shinx. Finally for Sinnoh, we have Shellos. Specifically Shellos West form because, well, it's pink. Seeing this Pokemon in both the games and anime, I just want to hug this squidgy boy because it's so adorable. Which of course makes it the right candidate for this list. I prefer Shellos' western form over the eastern form because the pink on Shellos just makes it seem that bit more cuter. Coming up next, we have the 5th generation, and again, Unova is home to a lot of cute Pokemon. So let's start by talking about the first of the 3 chosen, Emolga. Watching the Unova anime, Iris's Emolga was always quite a lively Pokemon, and it's hard to deny that it isn't cute. I know Entity Maze will agree with me on this one, but yeah, it's such a cool Pokemon. One Pokemon I feel often gets overlooked as being adorable is Cub Chu. What I think makes this Pokemon so cute could be considered disgusting, but it's that snot dribble that it has going on. It makes the Pokemon feel so much more vulnerable, and I just want to give it a great big hug and let it know that everything will be okay. Finally for Unova, we have Zorua. And even though some might see this Pokemon as quite mischievous, that does not excuse the fact that Zorua is a cutie. This Pokemon for most might not be an obvious choice, but when making this list, I always knew that Zorua would be included for Unova. Next up, we have the Kalos region, and even though in Generation 6 we didn't get too many new Pokemon, some of the new ones that we did get were still adorable. So let's start off with Fennekin. This Firefox Pokemon would give all the other cute starters on this list a run for their money. I mean, Serena, a character who prefers cuter Pokemon, even chose it as her starting Pokemon. So that's gotta prove that Fennekin is a cutie. Speaking of cuties, another one on this list is Flabebe. I remember seeing when this Pokemon was first revealed. I thought, yeah, it's kinda cute, but then seeing it in the anime just sent me into overload. Its appearance was adorable, and I so wish that Bonnie ended up with this Pokemon. Finally for Gen 6, we have a Pokemon that Bonnie did interact with more, and that is Dedenne. And much like Flabebe, I pretty much only think this Pokemon is so cute because of the anime. Seeing Bonnie and Dedenne interact the way they did was enough to make anyone smile. So fair to say, Dedenne is adorable. Finally, we have the Alola region and 3 more adorable Pokemon to talk about, so let's get started with the water starter Popplio. Out of all of the Alola starters, I feel like Popplio is one that often gets overlooked. But I have to admit that even though I prefer Rowlet, Popplio is just so much cuter. Honestly, I'm not up to date on the Sun and Moon anime, but from the episodes I have seen, Lana's Popplio is just adorable. Next up, we have a Pokemon that literally has cute in its name, Cutie Fly. So for that alone, I was going to include this Pokemon. But yeah, Cutie Fly is genuinely a cutie. So welcome to the list, young bug. Finally for the Alola region, we have the normal type Pokemon that is Stuffle. And oh my god, how could I not include it in this video? First off, this Pokemon is pink, so I'm pretty sure that it's automatically cute. But as well as that, Stuffle has such an adorable cry and design. And even though Beware is another cool Pokemon, I'd say keep Stuffle as it is. It's too cute to change in my opinion. But anyway guys, with all that being said, that pretty much wraps things up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, be sure to let me know what Pokemon you think are adorable down in the comments section. But with all that being said, for now, I've been PokeDan, you've been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.